What's going on, guys? I'm back with another Juice World reaction video. Today is going to be another subscriber request. This is way too many. Unreleased by Juice World himself. I could have sworn I have listened to the song, admittedly, but it's because I did a reaction to this and I must have deleted it. I could have sworn I uploaded it, but I guess not. But let's just start the song up.
It's wild. I get paid to make songs. I get paid to speak my mind. Y'all pay me for that. Yeah. It's like my mind is on it. Amusement park or something. Admission. 999 to get in. I'm for the outsiders, the intro verse, the motherfuckers that don't fit in. The drug abusers, codeine users that been hurt by women. I'm a drug abuser, codeine user, modern day John Lennon. How many perks I pop? It really ain't nobody business. Since it's just me.
Excuse me. So the first bit of a verse, right off the bat, I'm getting the explanation of why he and so many people use drugs. And I think, despite I don't personally understand it, because I've never been the kind of person to really fuck with pills, especially to that extent, you know. But that being said, I know people are all my age, that's something that they do, and example right there. And I get it, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, like, part of the reason why I smoke weed is because, not to sound like a downer here, but especially as of recently, it's been really one of the only very few things, if not the only thing, that's made me feel happy and able to smile. I know it sounds really fucking depressing, but that's generally how I feel. So I personally don't have an issue with being open on my videos. If you guys didn't know that, chances are you're not watching my videos enough, you're new, whatever. This thing keeps burning out. But as far as it goes with the beat's pretty dope. That I think it's like a harp? Not a harp. Is it a harp? Or some kind of like orchestra type of instrument, like a piano, I think it may be. So pretty sad to see how excuse me, how out of touch with reality a lot of people are. And admittedly, I can be like that too, like mentally, right? I can be like, you know, like just thinking about myself, having kind of like a tunnel vision, if you will. And that's obviously not the right way of doing things, you know. It's you shouldn't be like that, but I get it. It's tough sometimes. Let's hear this more of the song.
You hear, I admit I've been tripping. Way too many. Yeah, way too many. Yeah, way too many. Way too many. Way too many. Way too many. World tour, worldwide, seen it with my own eyes. Walking around London off the pills, this my third time. Everybody asks me how I feel to live my life. I know how I feel, but I know I don't feel alright. Fight away.
That's exactly how I feel. Being that I can relate to that, especially that specific verse, it's one of the shittiest feelings you could feel. Like, I don't know what it's like to deal with like a really bad breakup. I don't know what it's like to deal with a lot of certain negative things, but I'm trying to find a way to say this without sounding like a real fucking downer. people expect just because you smile that you're happy. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. You know, how the fuck are you supposed to know? But that's the sad part is when you find out that behind the, for lack of a better term, charade that someone's put on with a smile, they're not feeling happy. And I feel like that a lot. And I think that's something that he's trying to talk in the song about, and how people think that because you look one way, you present yourself one way to them, that you're okay, that you're happy, like whatever, you know? But then behind closed doors, it's just something completely different. You're fighting such a battle, and I'm not trying to point this all to myself, like self-centering this video, but like I'm trying to relate to this, right? It's a reaction, and I can relate to this. You know, like there's so many times when I wake up, man, and it's very hard for me to just be positive. It's hard for me to get out of bed and look at life with meaning, if that makes sense. You know, to find the purpose to even go to work other than to pay my fucking bills. Like, I don't know, man. It's tough.
I feel like Tyson, cursed blood on my hands, what have I done? Truth is what I really need to find out before the enemy finds out. Woke up, couldn't move, same said, peekaboo. Baby girl, is that you? You said no, but I'll take her too. Woke up, couldn't move, same side, look at you, out of luck, down to lose, misery, avenue, emission.
So from that, this is kind of talking about what I was just talking about fighting your battles. And in this case, he's kind of referring to his battles in life as demons. You know, because what are demons? Demons are nothing but badness, right? Nothing but negative, nothing but steering you down the wrong path. You know, they don't help you get better. They just put you further and further into the hole of depression and whatever. And that's obviously not good, right? It's a bitch of a feeling, man. It really, for anybody that's going through this, know that you're not alone. Know that, I don't know if this sounds stupid to say, but like, there's so many people that are going through what you're going through. Maybe, you know, more or less, but they can relate to you anyhow, and it's not like you're alone, you know what I'm saying? I know exactly what it's like to think that, you know, on a day-to-day basis, you just think, well, fuck, you know, I can tell people about how I feel, but it just doesn't help because they don't really understand what exactly I'm going through, and I know that. I know exactly how that feels. Definitely words of encouragement are a huge fucking thing. I think, like, for me, the one big thing is with this pandemic, I've just been so out of touch with going out with friends and shit because of these restrictions going on and off and on and off and on and off, that I've just said, fuck it, and I've lost hope in really going out and being social. Like, to the point where I would actually consider myself to be an introvert. I know that may not sound a surprise, depending on how well you know me. That may or may not be a surprise to you. I don't know. Maybe. But as far as it goes, man, it's a really fucking tough battle to fight. And especially in his case, it sounds like it's a very big struggle for him to be, positive about everything that's going on, you know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't have that willpower anymore, man. That's a shitty fucking feeling.
999 to get in, yeah. I'm for the outsiders, the introverts, the motherfuckers that don't fit in. The drug abusers, codeine users that been hurt by women. I'm a drug abuser, codeine user, modern day John Lennon. How many perks I popped up really ain't nobody business. Since it's just me and you here, I admit I've been tripping. Way too many. Yeah, way too many. Yeah, way too many. Way too many. Way too many. Way too many. such thing as smoking too much. I've been smoking so much. Long night till my face go numb. Sip till my face go numb.
Describing all the things he's doing to I'm going to assume as a coping mechanism. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Again, I'm not the kind of person to fuck with these kind of things, right? So I don't know exactly, but I can assume when people do these kind of things, it's not, and I'm not saying it's not normal or like you're a fucking weirdo, but like it's not normal. Like it's not something that just everybody does, right? It's not like, you know, you drink water or eat food. It's not a part of your fucking routine day to day, right? And so if it is, it's usually, I would assume, as a coping mechanism. Or at least at one point it was, you know, and now it's just getting into an addiction. But the one thing he's talking about is there's no thing as smoking too much. I'm smoking so much. I'm kind of thinking like, shit, dude, like what exactly is it you're going through that you feel it's just, you just constantly got to be like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys know for me, I don't like smoking to the point where, like, I'm not going to be able to function and do shit. There is a time and a place, as I've said a million times, there is a time and a place where I want that, but, like, you know what I'm saying? Usually when I smoke, that's not what I want. I usually want to relax, you know, or whatever, you know, lift my spirit up a little, but not necessarily to the point where, like, yo, fuck it. I just don't want to be able to do anything, right? So that's the case. I'll fucking take 230s, and I'll just fucking pass out. So, I'm pretty sure the song is almost over. Beat is pretty fire. The beat is pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie. That when the whole beat just popped off, it took off very well. It's kind of like a bass, like a beat drop. It popped. You know what I'm saying? Lyrically, let's just finish the song before I continue. Actually.
Going 10K dog, nigga count puke, throw it all up. Wanna have a good time on us, wanna all get high on us. Got so high, DJ scream praise, you wouldn't die on us. Lost too many walls, we ain't losing no more. So hold on while I go and shoot the devil in the skull. Look at you, out of luck, bound to lose. Misery, avenue, emission. 999 to get in. I'm for the outsiders, the intro verse, the motherfuckers that don't fit in. The drug abusers, codeine users that been hurt by women. I'm a drug abuser, codeine user, modern day John Winner. How many perks I pop? It really ain't nobody business. Since it's just me and you here, I admit I've been.
Since it's just you, me, and here, I've been tripping, is what he's going to say. He has found somebody that he was able to confide in. Whether it's Ali or us as an audience, or his music, or whoever. I'm assuming that, based off of those words, he's found someone or something to confide in to where he can feel in touch with his emotions and not bottling everything up. That's one thing I tend to fucking do, which really I know is not good. Is bottling up all your feelings and not talking about it. So for that reason, I try to be open to my videos, man, because I want you guys to realize that, and this is the main reason why I want more subs. It's not because of bragging, right? I want to be able to reach more people with positivity and show more people that we're not alone fighting our struggles. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the struggles are, we are here, and I look at YouTube, especially my channel, as a community. I love you guys, man. Like, you guys may think it's kind of pathetic, but I look at that as kind of like, you know, there are other people on the other side of this video in the comment section, you know, typing away on their keyboard, on their phone, whatever device you're using this on, or your TV, you know, like, pretty crazy to say I can watch a video. I don't know, can you guys comment on YouTube videos? I've never tried to comment on my Apple TV. I don't know if I can do that. I don't think so. Trying to get this thing. That was hot as fuck. Yeah, you know, the song is a very emotional based song, and that's not something that everybody's open with or accepting or whatever the fuck the word is. You know, because as you said in that one interview, Juice World Talks, I think it was Juice World Talks 2, in Fighting Demons, where he says that, especially as a black man, that, you know, anxiety and stuff, talking about your feelings is kind of not taken seriously. And it's very true, I think, just for men in general. You know, it's very hard for us as men to talk about how we feel, even if it's like to a friend or if it's just like being embarrassed. I find, like, to be honest with you guys, and I've been like that too, a lot of guys, if not most or all, are very embarrassed or feel very shy to talk about their feelings because they think of it as making them less manly. And that stigma, I think, is fucking stupid. I see nothing wrong with a grown man that, granted, obviously within certain situations I would, but like, if a grown man crying, just generally speaking, for whatever reason, let's say like a funeral, and a grown man's crying and you think of that as making them less manly, you're fucked, just straight up. And more importantly, you know, I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see, you know, when people have to fucking just let their emotions out, what the fuck the issue is, man. It's just, do you. If that's what it takes and you just gotta cry sometimes, man. Now, if you're having constant mental breakdowns, please seek fucking help. You know, and I'm not even joking, like, please, you know. This is a fucking crazy song, man.
Way too many. Yeah, way too many. Yeah, way too many. 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 Yeah, way too many. Yeah, way too many. Way too many. Yeah. Way too many. Yeah. Way too many. Yeah. Way too many.
Okay, so this song is pretty much over. This is definitely a very emotional, like I already said earlier, it's an emotional song. Like all his music, I gotta say, or at least most, like very, like 99% of his music, he throws his fucking heart on the track. And I think that's great that he's able to express himself the way he does. Unfortunately, I kind of wish it was a bit more positive stuff, but just in this instance, I will say, all that aside, very, very fucking talented, man. Like, for instance, like, there's so many people out there that I know that I'm friends with or whatever that I talk to, and they just don't get why I like his music. And it's just because, one, I can relate to it, but, like, more so, I find it very fascinating how him individually, he can express his emotions like that. And not to mention he can freestyle like a boss. But importantly as well, in this instance, more importantly, that he can express his emotions with such clarity, like in the way that, like, it's kind of like watching a good or reading a good book. Like, he tells stories, right? And you can kind of visualize what he's talking about as he's saying it, which is really fucking cool. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know, man. I really do enjoy these videos. These are probably my favorite fucking videos to do, because I get to smoke, listen to Juice Wrld, and talk. I love doing that. In no particular order, by the way. I like talking, I like Juice Wrld's music, and I like smoking piff. So, I mean,